There's a secret moment, a tiny pause, where everything inside you shifts. No thoughts, no feelings, no noise in the mind. Just pure silence. Just a breath's hesitation between what has been and what will be. It's in this still point that transformation quietly begins. We breathe constantly, day after day. But what if I told you the real power of breathing isn't in the air you breathe in or out? It's in the space between those breaths, this fleeting, almost invisible pause. Science is only starting to catch up, but ancient traditions knew this long ago. They called it the gateway, an instant where the ego dissolves and your true self awakens. Maybe you've experienced it just before falling asleep, when your body feels weightless and the world slips away for a moment, or during a rare moment of calm amid chaos, when everything seems to slow and nothing is urgent. That's when time seems to pause and something deeper emerges. But what's really happening in that silent interval? In this video, I'll show you how that moment, just a pause, can become your greatest tool, a way to reprogram your mind, shift your energy, and tap into a higher consciousness that's been lying dormant all along. You don't need hours of meditation or complex routines. All you need is already within you, waiting to be unlocked. The key is learning to breathe intentionally and inhabit that quiet space with full awareness. It starts when you stop automatic breathing and start observing. Watching your breath is like looking into your inner mirror. Without words, it reveals your true state, how you're feeling beneath the surface. Notice, when you're anxious, your breath quickens. When you're afraid, it becomes shallow and stuck. When you're calm, it flows effortlessly. The way you breathe, what's happening in that moment, is the clearest reflection of your inner world. Most people go through life unaware of this. They breathe out of habit, on autopilot, missing the clues their own breath gives. But there's a hidden intelligence here, something beyond oxygen. Your breath carries messages about suppressed emotions, unresolved pain, things you refuse to feel. Masters from ancient lands have long said, "Tell me how you breathe, and I will tell you how you live." Even neuroscience confirms that how we breathe influences our nervous system, affecting our mood, decisions, and overall well-being. Breathing shallow or irregular for too long keeps the body in survival mode, activating fear circuits as if danger is always near. This creates a loop, a cycle of tension, restless thoughts, emotional upheaval. But here's the good news. This cycle can be broken. When you take control of your breath, you take control of your mind. Deep, mindful breathing isn't just a response to calmness, it's the foundation of it. When you deliberately breathe with awareness, you shift into a state of presence, an openness where mental chatter quiets and clarity arises. In this space, your ability to reprogram your mind is born. You start to hear what's beyond words, what lies beneath your thoughts. And it's not in the act of breathing itself that real change happens. It's in the silent pause, the space between the inhale and the exhale, that almost imperceptible moment where time seems to slow and your consciousness pulls back from the noise. That's where the magic begins. It's in this delicate interval that your true self can emerge, calm, centered, and free. This isn't just a fleeting trick. It's a doorway, an invitation to deepen your awareness, to create space for new patterns to form. All it takes is a little practice, a simple ritual inspired by ancient techniques like pranayama. No need for hours, no need for fancy tools, just a quiet place, a few minutes, and a willingness to observe. Sit comfortably, spine upright but relaxed. Close your eyes if you can, soften your gaze if not. Start by just watching your breath. No controlling, no judging. Feel it moving naturally. Then, inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Imagine drawing in pure energy, light, vitality. Hold that breath gently for 8 seconds, focusing on a simple intention, something like, I am balanced, peace is within me, or I release what no longer serves. Exhale deeply and slowly for 6 seconds, imagining you're releasing tension, doubts, worries. Pause for 4 seconds. Do nothing, just be. In that stillness, observe what arises. No need to force or rush. Simply stay present. Repeat this cycle. Inhale, hold, exhale, pause for 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, your mind might resist at first. It's normal. But with each round, you'll notice a shift. Thoughts slow, the body relaxes, and your perception begins to expand. You can practice this in the morning to set your day, or at night to clear your mind. It's powerful in moments of chaos, when everything feels unsteady. Because in that quiet, you find a fixed point, a grounding anchor inside yourself. The more you practice, the more this becomes a refuge, a sacred space you can return to anytime. Remember, the goal isn't to force or control, it's to create a gentle space, an inner pause, where transformation quietly unfolds. Each breath, each moment of awareness rewires your patterns. Over time, these tiny shifts accumulate. Anxiety loses its grip. Repetitive thoughts lose their power. Life begins to align, little by little, in harmony. This is the essence of true freedom, the space between thoughts, the pause where your essence resides. As Eckhart Tolle said, the space between two thoughts is where you find your freedom. This space isn't just a gap, it's the birthplace of presence, the doorway to your true nature. And the more you inhabit this space, the more you realize you're not your stories, your fears, or your memories. You are the awareness that observes all of it, constant, unchanging, alive. It's in that stillness, in that pause, that you discover the real you, beyond the noise, beyond the identity. Many masters have shown that when the breath naturally stops, when the ego lets go, the mind dissolves into pure consciousness. It's like returning home, no longer caught in the illusion of separation, but immersed in unity. The moment when everything falls silent is a point of profound awakening, an instant where everything shifts and the inner world becomes clear. There are no words to fully explain this experience. It's like returning to the origin, where you are both the space and the silence. In this sacred silence, there's no striving, no trying, only pure presence, and in that, you feel more alive than ever. Some discoveries come softly, like a whisper, quiet, yet profound enough to change everything. Today, you've moved beyond just learning about breathing. You've touched the core of it. You've connected with that point inside you that's always been there, waiting to be noticed. And now you understand. The pause between breaths isn't absence, it's creation, it's rebirth. From now on, every time you pause between inhalation and exhalation, it's more than a biological act. It's a conscious choice, a silent affirmation that you're reclaiming your inner peace. Use that moment to release what no longer serves, to set an intention, or simply to remember who you truly are amid life's chaos. And never underestimate that small space. It's where the greatest shifts happen. It's where fears dissolve, where the mind reorganizes, where life begins to flow with greater coherence. Because as Eckhart Tolle reminds us, the space between two thoughts is the place of freedom. That's where you stop just surviving and start truly living. So remember, pause, breathe, be. That's all. Because sometimes the universe is waiting for you to choose silence in the midst of noise. And in that silence, you'll find your power, your clarity, your rebirth. If this message touched something deep inside, take a breath, share it with others, and let it ripple outward. Like, subscribe, Turn on notifications so you keep receiving tools to expand your mind and soothe your heart. And tell me in the comments, what did you feel during this journey? Your experience might inspire someone else to awaken. If you're ready to go even deeper, click the next video on your screen. It's designed to guide you further, because the secret to a new life might just be hidden in that quiet pause between two breaths.